Chong-hoon with the bagel for Alvaro Robles and Maria Xiao. We got Kwaimon and Lin Shadong. 3-1 over the Indian pair. Chun Yi 4-1 over Tong Tong. 2 matches to come, including Wang Chuqin and Alexis LEBRUN. We're going to have a chance to hear from Alexis pre-match backstage now.
I'm backstage with Alexis LEBRUN, who is about to make the walk out into the Infinity Arena to that table to meet these fans and to meet Wang Chuqin in a quarterfinal here at the WTT finals. Alexis, you have looked great this week, physically, in your form. So what are you going to bring out there for these fans?
Yeah, thank you. I feel very excited now. So yeah, I will try to have a lot of fun at the table. I will enjoy the moment and yeah, try to go for the win.
We're looking forward to it. We wish you all the very best. Bon chance. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. John Dykes, our very own,
9,
with the man who will be fighting.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
来自法国 from France, Alexis LEBRUN.
Here he is, Alexis LEBRUN, entering the arena now, ready to go. A man who's got nothing to lose and everything to win. Fresh shoes, fresh attitude, and a tough battle ahead.
来自中国 from China, Wang Chuqin.
The world #1, the world champion, Lionheart, Hope. Wang Chuqin casually strolls like a man in the park. He is a man in the Infinity Arena, a man on top of the world, a man determined to carry the flag that has flown higher than any other in table tennis in the modern era. Wang Chuqin of Team China versus Alexis LEBRUN of Team France, which you could argue is in its golden era right now and on its way up in the world. A match format that is best of 7 games. The first player to win 4 games to 11 points must win by 2. We'll move on to the semi-finals. We're already in the quarter-final stages. The tail of the table, their WTT head-to-head is 1-0. They've only met once before in WTT, where Wang Chuqin won 3-0. Overall, they've played twice before, and Alexis has only taken 1 game across 2 matches. He's been at world #8, Alexis LEBRUN, and just shy of the experience, 21 less matches in the WTT era, but relatively close. Sean Coe, our umpire, will be taking care of the coin toss to determine where the players stand, who serves, and making sure that everything is fair and square. We've got TTR, Table Tennis Review, if needed, right here in Zhongguo, Shanghai. That's Hong Kong, China. So exciting times here. Only 16 of the best, the 16 best men and women in the world for the singles events qualified to be here. Mixed doubles group stages today. Exciting to watch. So we'll get into the semis.
Red for Alexis, blue for 1 to 2.
Coin toss time.
Blue, win of the top. Which seat? Which end?
As Wang Chuqin gets all tied up, tucked in, and ready for business. Alexis practicing his overhead serves. Fascinating, just stretching out the shoulder a bit, of course. We have seen him playing volleyball, playing football, playing table tennis with no table in the practice hall. Anything to stay loose, anything to keep the fun spirit of the game. So on the other side of the table, the 25-year-old world #1 with 14 titles to his name has an 87% win rate. Really something. This year, he's taken the champions Chongqing. He's taken the United States Smash, the first ever, the champion of the champions Macau, and the champion of the China Smash, much like Sun Yingxia. 2 champions championships and 2 Smash championships. He's taken the titles. Not to mention, he's won this event 3 times before. That's right, and guess what? They were the last 3. He's a 3-time consecutive and defending champion. But here in the round of 8, the quarterfinals, the 22-year-old world ranked #10 has had an interesting year with some hurdles, some ups and downs. 1 title to his name, compared to the 14 of his opponent. It's quite strong. Very few actually have titles in the WTT era, but we're looking at the best in the game. So prize money on screen, $80,000 to the champion, plus the prize boost. Extra money coming their way. Players could walk away with over 100 grand in prize money, which is quite a big prize pool to pull from. So the styles of Alexis LEBRUN and Wang Chuqin cannot be much different. With the Chinese fandom and the French fandom combined, 24% of the fan vote to Alexis, 76% to Wang Chuqin. Cast your votes at worldtabletennis.com or on the WTT app, which you should keep on your home screen for all the latest updates, live scoring, interesting backstories, and everything you need to know in the wonderful world of table tennis. So from his unusual grip, Alexis, with that middle finger up high on the back of the racket, to his constant change in shot, variation, chop blocks, ripping backhands. He's quite unpredictable, he's quite emotional. And Wang Chuqin can relate, he's been there. Why was he benched years ago in a match that happened with a teammate, Zhao Zihao, throwing his racket, even on the table? Because he knows what it's like to have emotions, but how that manifests, well, in Team China, there are different plans for getting the best players possible. And Wang Chuqin has been living in that system and growing in it ever since. You could even say, raising the bar for the team.
Alexis versus Wang Chuqin. First game, Alexis to serve, love all.
So here we go, best of 7, Alexis LEBRUN. Soft hands in the touch game. Wang Chuqin up to the task.
1-all.
When you think about the round before this, Wang Chuqin had Sora Matsushima. He was down 1-3. And it really looked like, for a man who tends to have all the answers, well, he struggled, but he found them.
1-2.
I think that's an important thing in terms of excellence. Nobody's perfect. There will be hard times, there will be struggles and setbacks. It's how you overcome them and learn from them.
2-all.
So as Xiaojian on the right of the screen, we've got Chen Yuan Yu, Xue Fei, Chinese team watching on. And younger brother, Felix Lebrun, also watching on, the players and coaches area. Felix already through to the next round. I should say this round, in the quarterfinals, after getting through Ugo Calderano last night, Wang Chuqin turning things around with a 3-point run here. Quick backhand, wide stance,
4-2.
a lot of power behind that shot.
You
can see what Alexis trying to do here in terms of spinning it back when he's behind the table. Looks similar to Simone in some of the rallies he played.
5-2.
There we go, perfect placement. A drive right to the corner, moving in well to capture that. Perfectly placed into the crossover. Wang Chuqin leaves a little bit of discomfort in that middle in front of that elbow.
Okay. 6-4.
The only player that I see playing a ball that's out back onto the table just for that one extra chance to remind himself exactly where the table is and how to control. He's getting his reps, Alexis, within 2.
Left. 6-4.
That is a fast let receive. Not pass up an opportunity to practice. The chop block sets it up well, but the soft hands on the other side. Wang Chuqin controls it well enough to keep it uncomfortable. And the net on the chop block too. Still Wang Chuqin right there. Good variation in the push game. Deeper to the backhand side this time around, and at the second towel break, he still trails by 2. As we've seen from the best in the game, no matter how the game starts, how it finishes, much more important. The vocalization there. LEBRUN letting out some frustration, but nothing like Felix down 2-6 against Ugo in game 2. testing.
9-5.
A chop block sits up a little bit higher. An under the table fishing shot. This one right here. Normally you'd see the rally continue a bit longer, but many have struggled in the fishing game here. Change of pace and a little fortune here for the French world number 10. One aggressive spin, a soft block, and then another deep drive. Chop block receiving just a bit behind the ball, catching it what feels like it's on its way down already. It is now 4 game points for Wang Chuqin.
11-6 for game to Wang. Wang leads 1 game to love.
So 11-6, Wang Chuqin takes it, and the VIPs, the fam, love it, giving their love to a hero for Team China. Hope Lionheart, Wang Chuqin takes the first in this best of 7. Still a long way to go, and a side-by-side seating with Sin Shuin. We've seen that a lot. They seem to get along quite splendidly. Well, lots to figure out for Alexis LEBRUN alongside Nathanael Moulin.
Time. Second game, Wang to serve. Love all.
Game number 2, Wang Chuqin up by 1.
Love 1.
And a good aggressive receive at the baseline here. In terms of the draw right now, the winner in this battle will face the winner of Truls Morgard and Lin Rinru.
2 love.
It's not easy to find a place where you can push it long enough to the backhand that it causes trouble for Wang Chuqin, but he's done it a few times in recent history.
2-1.
Same score line at this point as of last game.
2-4.
And a taste of his own medicine, a push, an invitation to step around that backhand corner. I know what you want. You're going to have to go over there to get it.
3-2.
Oh, the power and the timing, using the spin coming in, giving it right back, and we've got the same score line as game number 1 on the towel break. Short side of the table, no problem. The step around, the speed, the spin, he's got it all.
Left. 2-5.
Bottle challenge serve attempted. And well received on the other side. In a righty-lefty combo or battle, you could say, it's common to see someone serve long into the backhand. Can be very effective, but it's got to be surprising. It's got to be deep.
7-2.
At least that's the most common way to make it effective. But a lot of conversation here between Alexis and Nat Moulin. Coach Nat.
7-2.
Bottle challenge gets a lob. The drop shot gets punished.
7.
Just to make that drop shot as well as he did, he had to show a little bit early, and Alexis comes right back in Why don't players drop? The best in the world just did a decent drop, and respect to the opponent. We've seen many well inside the top 5 miss the drop shot altogether. Attacking lobs is the much easier way to win the point, higher security.
9-2.
Little break off the edge there as Wang Chuqin goes deep cross court, and at the second towel break, instead of being up by 2, he's up by 6. Bottle challenge accepted, and momentum. Wang Chuqin with 12 of the last 16 points. Good backhand here, feels a little bit like self-defense, but he's still able to add some interest. It's not just fishing, it's a counterattack. One fish. Now, it's a little bit more spin on this, and he sends Wang Chuqin back. Tight serve sets up 6 game points. Right on top of it, a determined Wang Chuqin, letting no one into his home right now, and he's determined. He's just on another level, and right now he's on that level. We'll see, the tests get tougher and tougher, but still the same test in Alexis LEBRUN. He's going to try to change up the questions that are asked of the world number 1. Game 3, just around the corner. So here's a look at who is left amongst the men's top 8 players here. Well, Wang Chuqin, Lin Shidong, Truls, Tomo, and Felix. But Sora had a tough draw in an incredible match against the world number 1. Liang Jingquin beaten by Lin Shidong and Hugo Calderano, the toughest draw of all the men, you could say, to draw Felix LEBRUN. Outside of continental inflation, maybe Wang Chuqin and Sora is the only other one that could compare. But Hugo Calderano, just last night, the same result from the last 3 years. It's been an incredible 2025 for Hugo Calderano. Wouldn't be the note he'd love to finish on, but still has a lot to be proud of for an incredible career-defining year, and I think it's just on its way up. But the LEBRUN family, big brother Alexis, looking to change things now.
Alexis to serve. Love all.
0-2 in games, he serves.
1 love.
Here and there, he finds ways to cause inconveniences for Wang Chuqin.
1 all.
But more times than not, Wang Chuqin is looking very comfortable to time the ball, to play aggressively, to drive. Not often bothered.
2-1.
It wasn't long ago, what, maybe a year ago, that Alexis had the best winning record of all non-Chinese players, including Japanese, Korean, all of Asia. He had the best record against Chinese opponents of anybody in the world.
1-3.
And a big part of that is his trickery, his unpredictability, his wide variety of very unconventional shots. This one's good. Gets in with a lot of wrist flexibility. Tough to tell where he's going to go. Takes it early, so he's got a lot of options for angles. Chop block pays off, first time. He's gotten passive shots back, which is essentially the job of a chop block. This one's much deeper and overlifted to the middle of the table. So first towel break, it's been level, 3 points apiece.
Let 3 all.
Strawberry waiting for a serve that doesn't clip the net. For the element of surprise, goes long push with the backhand to the backhand. That variation I mentioned, the details matter quite a lot. Wang Chuqin leaves very little uncovered.
3-5.
This is what preparation is. It's thinking of any way
Timeout.
As a timeout is called on Alexis' side, any way that your opponent could cause you inconvenience, and shutting that down, preparing for it.
Ok, mais là maintenant, ok. Tu arrives à transformer ça, mais par contre là on a du jeu. On a du jeu. D'accord? Tu sens que là t'es moins coincé. Hein? Et tire là. Allez, on met de la posture, on y va. Mais là c'est bien, là je trouve que c'est bien dans ce que tu veux appeler. Allez, tu continues comme ça. Tu es résilient, tu continues, tu continues.
Je suis pas sûr que ce soit le jeu de faire trop la main en fait, je la reprends hier à la main.
Three, 5.
So back from his timeout within 2, Alexis. Channeling his inner Yu Sung-min. Wang Chuqin all over the place. Forehands from the wide forehand. Forehands from the wide backhand. It is raining forehands from Lionheart. Look at that.
7-3.
Easier said than done, but Alexis closer to the table feels like pretty much the only chance he's going to have to really put pressure on, staying near. For Simone, this was a big discovery to break into the top 10. Recently, to climb back into the top 20.
7-4.
Wang Chuqin is able to recover after squatting to the ground for one, but Alexis keeps it in play for one more shot. And good side spin on that forehand, a hooking shot, you could say, from behind. But the forehand laying down the law out here. Despite the last towel break, it being 3 points apiece. Wang Chuqin quickly making sure that there's no chance.
Let 4-8. 4-9.
I love these points. Wang Chuqin starts to show drop and then it's like, that's baseline of the table. And I remember what happened last time. Ooh,
9-5.
not too shabby. Ball sits up a little bit and right there to follow with the attack. Again, near the table, the forehand flick gets up in the air to come down on this one. Better pressure. Doesn't have to be right on top of the table, but the closer you are, the better your chances, assuming you're able to be prepared, you're able to cover. Receive is crucial. The idea is right. The quality that Wang Chuqin brings, sets him up with 4 game points for a 3-0 lead.
7-10.
Finds the edge of the opponent's racket. Good variation in the depth on the pendulum serve. Game point saved. 3 more to go for the world number 1.
10-8.
2 outright service points from Alexis. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, and moving pictures some multiple of that. The facial expression of Wang Chuqin after that second serve told quite the story. Wang Chuqin isn't world number 1 because he was born the best. He learns faster than anybody in the men's game.
10-9.
Whatever the fortune was, we got a timeout on Wang Chuqin's side. After winning game number 1, 11-6, game number 2, 11-4, he has one more chance now. Let's see if Alexis can survive another game point or if Wang Chuqin will close the door.
Time, Alexis.
So during that timeout, there was a lot to take in, including an absolutely packed arena. I've been told there's not a seat in the house left starting tonight for the rest of the event. And looking as far back as the human eye can see, fans throughout the stands. Fourth game point. Full commitment on the step round, and it pays off. A narrow escape here by Wang Chuqin. Both players had their eyes on this game. Both timeouts had been pulled in it. But you can imagine that Team China has no shortage of reserve fuel, in the sense that when something isn't working, there are other plans to wait, other parachute cords to pull. And the timeout was pulled, the parachute worked. It's a 3-0 lead for Wang Chuqin. We had some incredible rallies already. This one right here was one of the best. Watch how cool Wang Chuqin stays. The footwork, the physicality, the wide stance. He might not be the biggest guy, but all the muscles are trained. He's worked incredibly hard to be physically fit to do that. 131.7 revolutions per second. Nearly 132. Last week in Chengdu, nothing broke 121. That was set by Wang Chuqin. Nearly 132 revolutions per second in an open rally with Alexis. That is craziness. All that on top of the physical fitness it took to play forehand after forehand.
Fourth game, Wang to serve, love all.
So it's now or never for Alexis LEBRUN.
One loss.
The idea is right. Again, the closer he can be to put this pressure on. Mid-distance can be comfortable for some, but farther back he gets, the more time Wang Chuqin has to adjust, to adapt. Quality push right off the bounce. This is one of the best elements of his game. Much like Truls, he's very quick to play the ball right off the bounce, quick commitments.
Let 1-all.
Decisions in the touch game, even the flick game.
Okay. 2-1.
He stopped himself there, and you can imagine it's because he wasn't crystal clear on his game plan coming in. Almost from near the ground. Raises that ball like a child. Alexis doing everything he can, and the second time we've seen a drop shot. Wang Chuqin keeps it nice and low.
3-2.
In terms of the clarity coming into serve, every single time a server has the serve, they want to be so clear on what the plan is, because a lot of options could come back.
3-all.
Saying, here's exactly what I want to do on this serve, and should this happen, this is how I'm going to respond. Almost automatic, second nature, like clockwork. The second game in a row, they're level at 3 points apiece on the first towel break. Timing right off the bounce, he pounces once again. Wang Chuqin, the speed, the aggression, putting your feet in the right place, that's part of it. The whole body's working on every one of these shots. It really is a science. You might think the whole body, the neck. Try waking up with a stiff neck one day and playing a table tennis competition. You won't last long.
5-4.
Touch off the bounce. Remember, Alexis must win every game for the rest of this match to come out on top. It would require 4 in a row against the world #1.
5-all.
Good spin, and where is he? He's on top of the table. This is where the pressure is really effective. Playing outside of your comfort zone, taking chances and risks. First ball good. Long push, but immediately back. It's second nature sometimes when a powerful player opens.
6-all.
Yes, fortune, but everything's right. He played aggressively from the baseline, very patient, and a low, heavy spin shot. Even if that ball doesn't clip the net, it's going to be a very uncomfortable ball to counter.
6-all.
Second towel break, still level. This is the example. No net needed. Shallow, short, heavy spin. It almost looked like Wang Chuqin was listening to the ball for the briefest of moments. And even from a step behind, he managed to stay in control of this point. So for the first time that I can recall this match, Alexis up by 2 points.
9-6.
Well, now, Alexis only taken 1 game total across 2 matches in this head-to-head. Idea was clever. Soft drop as Wang Chuqin backs up, but not a lot of space behind that net to keep it out of, let's say, the danger zone of Wang Chuqin's aggression. Well, now, in my head, I'm saying why? Why back up? But he manages to take the point. Momentum with the Montpellier man. Alexis, 6 of the last 8, now has 3 game points.
10-8.
Takes his chances, catches the edge of the racket. 1 game point saved by Chuqin. And there it is. Alexis lives to see another game. He gets his first game. If you can get 1, why not 2? And 2 becomes 3. Again, this is the logic. But the reality is Wang Chuqin learns faster than anybody in the men's game. And he just learned something here in game number 4. But there is hope for the player battling hope himself. Alexis extends the match, and we get a game number 5. This is always very interesting for me, the point of contact here. Okay, the gold ones are the ones that didn't work out for Alexis. The red ones are the ones that do. So this just reinforces what table tennis players know. The closer to the table you are, the more effective your shot is. The higher the ball is, the easier it is for you to win the point. So if you're in Wang Chuqin's position, keeping it deep, keeping it low, the pattern's reinforced with all that data.
5th game, Alexis to serve, love all.
Game 5, bonus game if you will.
Love 1.
Gratitude is so important. Alexis is not going to take this for granted.
Two love.
While he did win a few points from behind the table by quite a bit, at least 1 where he was fishing last game at the end, I still think statistically, majority of his points, as we saw in that graphic, are from much closer to the table.
3 love.
Takes a long time to recover from these long strokes. And with Wang Chuqin pinning you in the middle, it's even that much less comfortable because your feet have work to do before your upper body can finish the job.
Love 4.
Flawless start here from Wang Chuqin to start this off. With those arcing balls, if he's behind the table, Wang Chuqin is just going to have a higher percentage. Oh, double happiness.
1-4.
Shout out to our table sponsor here. That's what we call it when it hits the net and the edge of the table. Doubly fortunate for the French star. but not this time. The net says, I've granted you your wishes. You are out. I'm the genie of the table. No more. First towel break, and it's a quite different story this time around. After 2 games of 3-3, last game 6-6 as well. That's when Alexis would run away. Strawberry and full commitment on the next ball. Now, even though he's behind the table, he turns it up a notch. Yes, it's not where he wants to be, but if you're going to be there,
5-2.
might as well cause as much trouble as you can for the opponent. Put the pressure on. Some table tennis karma. TTK. Not instant, but quite quick, the delivery here. So it's a towel. No, not a towel break at all. Just ask permission, I guess, to clean the table, clean the face as well. Fascinating. Everybody's going for some towel. What happened? Maybe that's one of those, well, if he's going to do it, I guess I can too. Faster and faster, closer and closer.
7.
Feeding 2 birds with 1 delicious bird food berry. Wang Chuqin moving right back into the table on every shot.
7-3.
One step in the right direction, a 3rd point for Alexis. So 7 serving 3 now.
7-3.
Scoreboard just catching up. 8-3 now, Wang Chuqin with a 2nd serve to come. Again, this stadium is filled with fans of Wang Chuqin and also Sun Ying-sha. Oh, the break, a tomahawk chop block to set up 7 match points. If you think Wang Chuqin doesn't have feeling, you haven't been watching table tennis long enough. He's not afraid to snake, not afraid to chop block. Speaking of which,
4-9.
1 fishing shot and then looking to get aggressive right back. A little fortune for Alexis. It's been back and forth though. Shallow spin. Snake to follow. There it is, done.
10-4.
Slides like he's got wheels and all that to set up 6 match points. Business. Lionheart, respectful as always. Good game, he says, good match. So, on fire, drops 1 game, which is something. That's impressive. Alexis put up a good fight. We've got 1 more LeBrun in the quarterfinals, but we've got a Wang Chuqin in the semifinals already. A man who has taken this title the last 3 years in a row is looking for a 4-peat. He wants this to be named after him. The WTT Wang Chuqin Finals. We'll see. His career is still young, his future is still bright, and he's got a lot of goals left in mind. But his next goal will be getting prepared for the winner of Truls Moregard and Lin Yunru, the silent assassin. They'll be battling later on tonight. That'll determine the semifinal in the top half of the bracket. On the bottom half, Tomokazu and Felix will battle Xiang Peng and Lin Shidong. But class as always, and a master class courtesy of the man whose name is the biggest font on screen, Wang Chuqin. All over the table, a little bit more to the backhand, but a lot into that middle. If you count, there are only 5 shots on the wide wings. The remaining 6 down the middle. So variety, the name of the game, but the details, you've got to watch the whole match live. Fortunately for you, most of you did. 52-34, only 32 minutes in this. It was quick business.